22-3 work together. It says use the information in question assets to prepare a statement of cash flows for the current year. Enter payment figures starting with a minus sign, for example, negative 564.23. So they're just saying anytime that we are making a payment, it needs to start with a minus sign. Okay, so they do give us our balance sheet, and then they give us our cash activity as well. Okay, so remember our cash statement of cash flows is into really three parts. We have our cash flows from operating activities, cash flows from investing activities, cash flows from financing activities, and then we'll figure out our balance after that. I'm going to unpin this. Okay, first part is our cash flows for our operating activities, and they first ask us for all of our cash receipts, and we have sales, interest, and rent. So here it gives us our cash receipts under our cash activity tab, and it tells us cash from sales is $598,236.31. From interest, it's $635.21. And from rent, it's $4,000. Okay. Then it wants our total cash receipts, so we're going to add up those three numbers to get how much we received. Our total cash receipts then is going to be $602,871.52. Next part is the cash payments then. So this is our cash receipts. Now we need to move down to our cash payments during the year. So for inventory purchases, remember any payments need to be entered with a minus. So all of these that we're going to put minus first. 375,623.54 for salaries and wages, minus 85,807.14. Insurance, minus 4,254.35. Cash for interest, minus 1,587.35. Taxes, minus 12,885. Rent, minus 16,248.65. And then we have other operating expenses, which would be minus 95,412.88. So just like we did above, we're going to add all of our cash payments together. We should get our total cash payments of $591,818.91. Okay, now we need to figure out our net cash provided used by operating expenses. So we're going to take our total cash receipts. Oh, this should be a negative number. Forgot to put that in. Minus our cash payments. Our net cash will be $11,052.61. Moving on to our next part, we have our cash flows from investment investing activities. So I need to go back up to my cash receipts during the year part. And I have cash that I received from sale of my equipment, which is $1,200. And then I had a purchase of equipment, so that would be under my cash payments during the year. Cash for purchase of equipment. So remember, don't forget your negative sign. So minus 10,549. I need to figure out my net cash again, so I'm going to subtract those two. I'm going to take 1,200 minus 10,549. That will give me a negative number of minus 9,349. Next part is my cash flows for financing activities. Again, look at my cash my cash receipt. So here I have my issuance of stocks, 17,500. I have my issuance of bonds, 10,000. I then need to move down to my cash payments. I have cash payment of notes payable of 2,500. Don't forget your negative sign. And my cash payment of cash dividends, 21,200. Okay, my net cash. I need to figure that out. So I'm going to add my two positive numbers and then subtract my negative numbers. So I should get 3,800 for my net cash. Okay, now I need to find my net change. So my first number, I'm going to take 11,052.61 minus 9,349. And then I'm going to add to that my 3,800. So my net change in cash should be 5,503.61. Okay, next it says my cash balance on January 1st. They do give us that on our tab of our cash activity. At the very top, it says cash balance at the beginning of the period. I'm going to put in 39,522.51. Now, my net change in cash, that was positive, so I'm going to add these two numbers together. And that gives me a cash balance of 45,026.12. Okay, that should be good. I'm checking my answer. I did forget before I checked my answer, so I'm going to go back in here really quick. One thing that I forgot to mention, a way that we can check our answer before I actually say check answer. When I look here, this cash balance that I get, 45,026.12, that number should look familiar. If I look at my balance sheet and I look under my current assets, that's what my cash should be at. Okay, so when I see that those two numbers are equal, that helps to tell me that I should be right. Okay, so now that we are done with that one, you can go on to the 22-3 on your own.